Becoming your authentic self. So, for a long time, I've struggled to be the exact person that I want to be. And you have to scrape away the behaviors, traits, and conditionings that you learned as a child. Let me explain. If you as an individual are trying to fit in and be like everybody else, you'll spend your entire middle school, elementary school, high school career trying to be like everyone else just so that you can graduate and try to stand out from everybody else. So you're conditioned for 12 years or however long your formal education system is just to be told that once you graduate and spent all that time trying to fit in, to stand out in some way. I don't know where exactly I heard that from, but it resonated with me and I remembered it, so I'm relaying it to you guys just in case you haven't heard that. Being your authentic, genuine self. For example, when I accepted that I'm an introverted person and that I'm okay not going out of my way to socialize when I don't want to, and that there's nothing wrong with me being an introverted individual. Also, understanding that my genetics are the way that they are and that I should not compare myself to the best people in the world because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I can only do what my body allows me to do and not that of someone else because they're on their own unique journey, as am I. Being authentic and being true to yourself is like scraping away all of the limiting beliefs and ideas that you've held for however long you've held them for. Accepting that your perspective and your experiences and your behaviors and your actions are unique to yourself, and that's good. That's the whole point. Being genuine and being authentic, for example, is like when you want to talk to a girl and you don't know what to say or what to do. And they say don't just be yourself and all that. It's all nonsense advice. But like what they mean by that is like, don't be nervous. You're just talking to another human being. You're talking to another person just like you, who has the same fears, the same thoughts, the same anxieties, the same emotions, the same things that you do. And to approach a situation or an experience talking to somebody with all these preset expectations set yourself up for failure. You're too nervous. You need to loosen up, relax. It's just a person. And I learned this, I would say recently, but I've also learned this before recently. I mean, I think I've always just kind of knew it. It's just with my introversion, I just don't care to go out of my way. But regardless, being you means that if you have an idea or things, or you have to have some semblance of respect to understand yourself as an individual, knowing that you aren't the other person. You're not your brother, you're not your sister, you're not your best friend, you're not your cousin, you're not the guy on YouTube, you're not me, I'm not you. And that's okay, that's good. That is actually good, because every experience that you've had is unique to you, and every experience that I've had is unique to me. And then we can go get together and we can talk about those unique experiences and then create a unique perspective to share within each other. This is important because this is how innovation happens. This is how discussions happen. This is how the world and human race can connect. It is important to be authentically you, act in the way that you want to act, with respect and regard to other people. Your responsibility is to not infringe upon other people's rights, but to also express and be the person that you want to be. You can't just run up and punch someone in the face because you felt like doing it at that time. Your feelings are irrelevant. Your behaviors and your actions require discipline to control them. But if you are an extroverted person, but you're afraid of what people think, just be you. Talk to people, have a good time. And if they don't like you, then you don't have to sit with them. You don't have to talk to them. You are not obligated to be within their frame. You do not have to join their group. You don't have to be a part of their crowd. Be authentically the person you want to be. And in doing so, you will attract other people that have the same values, goals, and aspirations that you do. And then you will be hanging out with people that are authentic themselves. And with this authenticity, a group of authentic people getting together will be a group of people that are inauthentic and always trying to one up or be better than the other person. And not in a friendly, competitive way, but in a narcissistic, egotistical way. One man should push another man. My best friend, if I do something dumb, will tell me that I did something dumb. He will not hesitate. He will not sugarcoat it. He will not, and I will do the same. And we keep each other in line. And when we go to the gym, we push each other. But authenticity is one of the hardest things to find, but it is one of the most important things in this evolving modern world. I don't mean be your authentic self as in the sense that I'm authentic. I'm lazy. That's just me. You're setting a self-limiting belief on yourself. You are telling yourself something to make it easier to cop out to not have to do certain things that are required that every person has to do in life. If you're sitting around smoking weed all day, drinking, partying, having a good time, eating whatever you want, not going to the gym, watching TV, barely going to work, fucking off when you go to work, then I suggest you take a step back and really think if this is the life that you want to live. And if it is, then you keep doing you. You're going to keep on attracting people that are like you, and you will not contribute to anything to society, and that's your life path. You probably won't be remembered. That's okay if you're okay with it. Personally, I'm not okay with that type of existence. So I like to learn. I like to sit. I like to absorb knowledge. I like to exacerbate all crevices of a specific topic that I'm interested in, and then I like sharing it with people that are close to me, right? So I will learn about something all day long, weeks, days, whatever, and then I'll relay that information to my friends just because, and we'll randomly have conversations about stuff, and I enjoy doing that. That authentically is me. I am introverted. I like to be reserved by myself, absorbing knowledge, learning, and then dispersing that knowledge amongst other people. That's what I genuinely love doing. But I also love to help motivate young men into becoming better versions of themselves, like I've been trying to do the last 6 years. Be authentic. Be you. Be the man that you knew that you were destined to be. I think every man has the choice to be the best versions of themselves. And the gap between you now and you 10 years from now is a huge gap, but don't think of it that way. Think of what can I do today to make me the best version of myself tomorrow? And then when tomorrow comes, what can I do today to make me the best version of myself tomorrow? And if you do that 10,000 times, whatever the math is, I don't know, you do that 7,000 times, 3,000 times, 3,000 days, you're going to be better. You're going to astronomically better in 10 years than when you are right now. Do what's required today to be proud of yourself tomorrow, and then do what's required of you tomorrow that'll make you proud of you the next day. And just keep doing that until eventually you'll wake up one day and realize that you are where you want to be. And if this doesn't hold any weight because I'm not as successful as I want to be, this is my exact point. I've made multiple improvements in my life. I've lost 110 pounds. From where I've come from, financially, I'm doing better than my parents ever did, or my grandparents. I make more money than them. I save more money than them. I'm doing relatively well with women. I have anything in my life that I've wanted so far, I have achieved, that I've accomplished. I've sacrificed the things that I wanted to do because the things that I needed to do were more important. Losing the weight was more important than partying and drinking. I wouldn't be where I am today if I did that stuff all the time. So you make sacrifices, you learn what is valuable to you, what you value in this life, because we only have one life to live, and be the authentic person that you want to be. Not what society, not what everyone else expects you to be, not what your parents expect you to be. You just be you. You learn what that is, what that means for you, because it's different for everybody, and you have to really make it a journey to learn what that means for you. But when you do, life just starts to click, starts to be a little easier, a little better. It just flows a little bit more naturally. And things that were very difficult at one point becomes a little bit easier. You got this, man. I believe in you. Be you. Have a good one, guys.